would I need a wig when I'm this pretty by myself? No, bro, you're not a narcissist. But you can actually like your appearance and be, in that sense, admire yourself without being actually mentally ill and being a true narcissist. It's just some weird, I guess, some self-centered thing with your appearance. And I also have, that not gender dysphoria because I'm not trans, but I thought I had gender dysphoria at first, but it turned out it was based on my normal dysmorphia. I had dysmorphia when I was as a younger teenager. I hated my parents. I couldn't stand seeing myself in the mirror. So I had like super bad self-esteem. I was picked on, bullied, everything. So it made me become. I felt so ugly. I didn't want to show myself during the day for a while in my teens. I only went out at night. So I started putting on makeup as a goth guy when I had like that face in my age, in my early age. I was young, I can talk. And then I started becoming more androgynous looking, but for me it all started with the fact that I hated my appearance. I do sometimes today, even without makeup as a guy, but then I start looking at myself in the mirror and I feel I'm fucking handsome. I look like Geralt of Rivia or something, like defined cheekbones and masculine appearance, rough appearance. Some women like that appearance. So some guys too. It depends on your sexuality. So I don't try to hate myself as much when it comes to my appearance, but it's not about hating yourself or not hating yourself. It's a fucking mental illness to have dysphoric appearance. I had that issue. Whether you like it or not, you can't control it. It's not like, you wake up and feel beautiful again. It's a constant battle. I remember I went to a psychologist once when I was in my youth, and she said, I'm sorry for being so unprofessional now. I shouldn't be saying this, but you're the most fucking beautiful man I've ever seen. You're not ugly. I don't understand how you can say that. She told me, and she said, if it weren't for my profession, I would have devoured you here and now. She said. So it's weird because some of dysphoric people, I've come across many dysphoric people with, I'm not talking about gender dysmorphia. I'm talking about not this gender dysphoric. I'm combining, confusing the words. I mean gender, I meant dysphoric appearance. Dysmorphic, for fuck's sake. I've known a lot of people with dysmorphic view on themselves, and most of them are very attractive women. I've seen women that are like, when I see them, they look like goddesses. They are like, they hate themselves, their appearance so much. And so it's something in the head, you see a monster when you look in the mirror. That's not actually true. So I had that my entire life. So that's why I decided I'm not trans, like a trans woman, because I would have regretted it. I would have just felt that it was the wrong decision to transition, and I would have felt bad. I had a discussion with my little brother many years ago when I came out with being a crossdresser, and he had a rough time and accepting it, because he knew me as like, according to him, a tough guy, big brother. I always beat up guys when he was a child, and the guys that bullied him, and he protected him. So he had some weird, stupid, silly emotions with that, but he eventually came over it, accepted I was different. But he said once when we had a conversation, I said, what if you do this, if you change your juridical gender and become a woman according to the paper, and you just continue feeling bad and not in your right in your body, and that it wasn't that, it was the issue that you're wrong, that it was the wrong gender, gender you had, but something else. And I was thinking about it because it's always been something else for me. It's been my self-hatred, self-loathing. I have so much self-loathing, it's incredible. And like I said in many of my vlogs earlier about depression, how I failed as a man in society due to my autism and having trauma. I have some tremendous trauma. I've been through a civil war as a child and all kind of stuff. Bullied, tormented at home. I was completely destroyed as a child. My ego was completely. I had a horrible upbringing. I don't want to keep talking trash about my parents or mom, but yeah, my mom wasn't kind towards me as a child. She's only said like 2 times something beautiful about me as a person during my entire life. Once was that I was a good parent, a good father. The second was that I'm good at makeup. It's like everything, anything positive. The only positive thing I ever heard from my mom about me as a person. She never acknowledged me once. Once she acknowledged me when I had another YouTube channel years ago, where I made lots of money on it, or lots of money. Lots compared to how I make now. I made some money. It was the only time she complimented me in the past too. When the only time I had some value because I made money. Otherwise, she doesn't mention me. I'm just a fuck up. The family in South America, she doesn't mention. She says I have a good job, and I don't know what fucking lie she's telling them about me because she's ashamed of me. Anyways, I hope she never finds my YouTube channel. But she knows I feel these things about my childhood and her. We even spoken about it. She said to me on many occasions that she wishes she never done what she did to me because she saw how it messed me up for my life, you know, the self-loathing, and that I have serious trouble with connecting with people. And because I hate myself so much, I save them for myself basically, especially with women. So even friends, you know, I'm like, I've screwed up people. I'm so fucking screwed up. I may look beautiful, but I'm like a walking trauma in the flesh, basically. My beauty isn't even real, it's just makeup. I'm fucking ugly without makeup. As an old dude. Everything is a beauty illusion. Someday I'm gonna be so old I won't even be able to make myself look pretty with makeup. So, yeah. It's a weird vlog where I'm laying here on my bed, being sensual and everything, but that's how I am as a person. Weird, different. I'm pretty good at makeup, never having a makeup course my entire life. I've been into martial arts and lifting weights my entire life and never even, you know, nothing like this before. World in my eyes, got the world in my eyes. I'm gonna take the makeup off, do some other things. Please write English, motherfuckers. I don't understand your languages. I do not speak every language, like I said earlier. Don't know every language. Don't have time to translate your comments.